Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. A quick check now at the starting five for both teams. First for the Kings. Johnson is out there with Richmond. And it's Williamson in at the 4 slot. And then for the Los Angeles Lakers, Van Exel is out there with Jones. And the big guy in the middle, Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Fox, and it's Horry in at the power forward position.
Well, when it came to getting wins away from Sacramento last year, the Kings were anything but kings of the road. Only came away with 8 wins as a visiting team last year, and that puts them near the bottom of the league in win total.
And it's the Kings to start out. Johnson outside. The pass to Owens to the inside. Here's Paulinis. The finger roll finish at the bucket. And back to the Kings on the road for a second. That total of 8 road wins had them tied for the fewest in the entire Western Conference, Steve, along with the Suns.
It's not a surprise when a team is just bad, when they don't have an identity. There's no way you're going to be competitive on the road. They didn't defend, and they were selfish with the ball. Other than that, they were fantastic.
On offense, here are the Kings. A chance now to go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with the great coach, Larry Brown.
Yes, Kevin, he told me their game plan offensively today is a relatively simple one. He wants to see as many plays run through the low post as possible. He said physically, we're the stronger team, and we need to use that to our benefit. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. Here's Jones. Mitch Richmond picking up that last basket. Here's Van Exel, and it's blocked by Johnson. They retain possession. It's good on the putback. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Dishes it to Richmond. Launches a 3. Gets it to go. Richmond's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he's so hard to stop, guys, because he poses a ton of matchup problems for the defense.
And so just over a minute and a half played. Here's Van Exel. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
How about the first quarter for him at the offensive end? He's really had the touch going.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Johnson against Van Exel. Owens passes to Richmond. Down low. Stolen by O'Neal. Here's Fox. Can't hit. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Kings lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here.
Well, a coaching carousel for the Lakers last season. They made it only 5 games before firing Mike Brown. Then they decided to go in a new direction. And, boy, they went through 3 different head coaches before all was said and done. They never really were able to gain that consistency they were looking for.
Blunt, he's checked in for Horry. Here's Fisher. Pass to Campbell. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Kobe. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. And back to the Lakers' struggles last season. What do you think, Clark, were the main problems that, held them back from being the kind of title contender that they thought they were and a lot of people imagined they were?
Well, how much time do I have? 3 or 4 shot clocks worth? I mean, I think there were a number of issues, as you might expect. Injuries played a significant role, but I think there was discord over how they should play, really no true identity. They were a big team trying to be small, a team without a number of shooters trying to spread the floor, an older team trying to go up tempo, coaching change, and that transition.
Right, yes.
You had a lot of moving parts, and it made it very difficult for everybody, I think, and it showed in how the Lakers' season went.
That's a good assessment. It's blocked. 1:02 left to play in the first half. Here's Owens. It's good, and there's a block called in the play. He'll get one free throw. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. And the Kings making a change here. That free throw good from Owens.
Well, for the Lakers last season, it seemed there was so much turmoil throughout the year. Injuries, coaching-wise, changes in the offense. And they never were able to really gain any momentum. They made a decent run at the end of the season, but that didn't carry over into the postseason when they were swept by the Lakers in the first round.
Passes to Williamson. Johnson outside. Ripped away. And it's the Lakers on the break. Here's Barry. The rebound by Johnson.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Gets it to go. He's got 6.
He got off to a slow start. It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but he's turned it on here in the second.
Fisher up top. He's guarded by Johnson. And Fisher kicks to Kobe. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's Owens. And it's not going to go. Second quarter ends in a tight one. It's Sacramento leading by 3. 2K Sports back in a moment from the Amway Center.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
It's been a great game out in Orlando. Thanks for joining us. Sacramento in a close one against the Los Angeles Lakers. Nice ball movement offensively, making the extra pass, and it's paying off. A nice first half turned in by Mitch Richmond. He hasn't put up overwhelming numbers, but without him, where would they be so far in this one? There's no quitting the Lakers. They came to win. And defensively, they'd done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. Kobe off to a good start. A lot of great production out of Shaq as well. And that'll be it for us here. Thanks so much for joining me. Now it's time to head back to Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke. We hope to see you around next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters. You have to like what we've seen so far from Owens.
Yeah, he had a sensational first half, which was made, I think, even more significant given the amount of extra defensive help was paid to him.
Yeah, but for him, it's nothing out of the ordinary. I mean, we don't expect anything less. And I'll bet he continues to do the same kind of damage through the final 2 quarters.
The pass to Fox. Wide open. Good as the jump shot falls.
I think he's best as a spot-up shooter. When he can play off of his teammates and find openings on the perimeter, just catch and shoot. Got a quick release. Beautiful stroke.
He does such a nice job of getting himself squared up and in perfect position before the ball gets there, preparing before the pass.
Here's Richmond. Gets the 14-footer to fall. Richmond's got 7 points.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot. Sacramento really had a lot of problems finding consistency game to game, and it showed up when they would have to take on other teams in the West. Just didn't look quite as cohesive and as desperate to win as the rest of the conference, and that ends up costing you games.
The Kings leading. Johnson with it. Guarded now by Shaq. Shaq with some nice D. And Los Angeles guys shooting it really well. 54% from the floor. Fox kicks to Van Exel. Pass to Fox. Back to Van Exel. They grab their own miss. O'Neal banked in off the glass. He has 6.
Some big points there. I mean, they got him on a nice play to get the ball right to the bucket.
That's what they're looking for down the stretch, Clark. More of the same. Get it inside.
Well, Clark, as you said, the Kings struggled against the West, really against Western teams not in their division. They would play the division tough, but didn't do much against, Steve, the other 2 Western divisions.
Well, they only won 14 games against the rest of the conference, which was the fewest of any team in the West last year. But of those 14 wins, how about that basketball, man? Wow.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
Man, I like that. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in, but I say put as much as you can on the finish and get your teammates going.
Jones drives in, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. He dishes it to Johnson. And here's Richmond. He got it up. It's off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Kings lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. We've got a great game on our hands as we welcome you back. The 4th quarter of action getting started. Here's Johnson. The dish to Richmond. Hollanese defended by Shaq. And it's Shaq with the rebound.
Well, those chances are almost always 2 points for him. I guess the defense did what it had to do to bother him.
They get a hand on it. And taken away by Johnson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send him to the free throw line. Don't give him an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
No good at the stripe this time. His second misses also. The Lakers trade. Jones drives in. Van Exel dishes to Jones from 17 feet out. Again, the miss by Jones.
Major defensive lapse right there. I mean, he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And yes, sir, that one drops.
Man, a gaping hole in the defense that time, and he didn't waste any time getting through it.
Here are the Lakers. He feeds it to Van Exel. Back to Jones for 3. Yes! A tremendous 3 to tie it up.
Huge points.
That's beyond huge, Steve. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Jones against Richmond. It falls! That one just took the air right out of the crowd.
Yeah, he simply said, sit down and keep quiet with that one.
Yeah, that's right. Nothing coming out of these fans now.
Pass to Ori. That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Maybe a low percentage pass, but it still nearly got through.
I like it, though. I mean, it's an aggressive play. Heads up defending deflected away.
Fox passes to Jones. They get it back. Here's Shaq.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the 4th. Fox kicks to Van Exel. Feeds to O'Neal. Backs him down. Goes back up. Back to Van Exel. He kicks it to O'Neal. They shoot again. Oh, off target.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Yeah, you got to freeze the clock. I mean, that's the enemy in this situation.
A few misses at the line, and they're in good shape.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Hitting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No mistakes there. I think you can close the book on this one, guys. It's done.
Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. But they get it back. Kicks it out to Jones. So it's the Kings taking the win in this one. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
And that'll do it for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the Jordan Player of the Game, Mitch Richmond.